There are two types of landed property in Singapore. First, we have the conventional landed property. Then we have the Strata landed housing project. Hi everybody, my name is Jeep Ng. I'm a Senior Group District Director with PropNext Realty. For a living, in the past 20 years, I help many home buyers and sellers fulfill their real estate dreams. At the same time, I'm the PropNext appointed landed trainer, meaning most of the time I'll be sharing and imparting the experience that I have in the landed property market to all my more than 8,000 PropNext salespersons. So today I'm here to share with every one of you what makes a good strata landed housing projects. To answer what makes the good strata landed project, I think the first thing we have to understand is what kind of buyer will stay in strata landed project. Right, so through my experience, I found out there are three groups of buyers that prefer to stay in strata landed project. The first group is actually from the extended family with children, right? So this group of people or this group of buyer, when they go to the new condominium, the size, they might find the size too small, right? The bedroom are small, living area are small, right? So everything are so small for today's new condominium, right? So the next best option for them, if they need, for example, a 5-bedroom with a 3,000 square feet and above kind of built-in, with facilities, with securities, I think they will have to come to strata landed projects, right? So the second group are those families with multi-generation staying together. Definitely condominium will be too small for them. And if they love to have the facilities, right, they love to have someone help them maintaining the house, right? Conventional landed might not be a good choice for them. So those buyers most likely will turn to strata landed projects, right? And they are actually the third group of buyer, whereby maybe they are young and they don't have a lot of children, but they prefer to have a lifestyle, a quality lifestyle staying environment, right? So condo might be too small for them, and if they want to enjoy facilities, they will come to strata landed housing projects. So those are mainly the three main group of buyers who prefer strata landed projects. I'm going to use one of the latest launch of a strata landed project to go through with you why or what are the things that you have to look out for when it comes to a strata landed housing projects. This project is called Parkwood Collection, right? And it comes with a very impressive 144,000 square feet of land, right? So remember, the first group of buyers who prefer strata landed project will be those families with children, right? To have a big plot of land is equivalent to you have an impressive landscaping and facilities, and that's actually what all these buyers prefer to come to these projects, right? So imagine if you are having a small plot size, are you able to build a decent sized swimming pool or not? I'm sure you can't, right? Are you able to have a 24/7 guarded and gated security system or not? I'm sure you don't have, right? So therefore, the number one factors that make a good strata landed project will be the plot of land that your project are seated on, right? So imagine, for example, the Parkwood Collection, 144,000 square feet. So this is actually by far the biggest strata landed project in the whole of District 19, right? So can you imagine, is this a good factors that will allow you to attract more buyers to your project in case one of these days you need to dispose of the property? A good strata landed project with a big plot of land is important because you are able to have a very grand and sheltered drop-off point. Right, so imagine if your children are coming back from school on a school bus, you are able to alight here no matter under raining day or a sunny day. And it's very safe for children who don't have to cross the road and get back to your house. The second important factor that you have to look out for is the amenity surrounding your strata landed project. The amenity will include shopping malls, market, eateries, and more important, to have a primary school. For example, over here, there is a Holy Innocents Primary School, which is within a 500-meter radius to Parkwood collection. Facilities like sports stadium, polyclinic are a plus point, as the biggest pool of buyers for strata landed are those families with children, and it is definitely useful for them if the strata landed project can offer them all this convenience. From my experience, most of the strata landed project don't have everything that I have mentioned above. Therefore, if you are able to find something that are surrounded by all these amenities, definitely that is an advantage to you. Earlier on, we have discussed about the type of buyer who will prefer to stay in strata landed project. Therefore, public transportation is of utmost important element for them to consider. As you know, strata landed project normally are those family with children, multi-generation family, or those people who prefer to have good lifestyle living. These are the biggest group of buyers who prefer strata landed project. Right, so imagine if you are having your strata landed house at a very convenient location, like perhaps a few minutes walk to the MRT station will have the advantage for sure. So over here, for example, I'm at Realty Park, and behind me, you are able to see some HDB blocks. Right, so as you know, we have the Cross Island Line passing through Hougang Estate, and we will have an interchange at Hougang Station. Guess what? The new Cross Island Hougang Station entrance will be in front of those HDB blocks, and it will be about 3-4 minutes walking distance to our Parkwood collection. Right, so this is I call convenient, right, and that will cater for the future buyers needs in case if you need to sell off your strata house. The next thing to look out for will be the future transformation in the area. For example, government had planned to remaking Hougang area, and Hougang residents will get to enjoy a new integrated transportation hub. New integrated transportation hub will house the new MRT station, a new condominium, Hougang branch office, a community club, and a brand new shopping complex with a new MRT interchange. So imagine those projects that are within few minutes walking distance to this integrated transportation hub will benefit the most in terms of self-enjoyment and future property price enhancement. One of the very important or impressive points on this project is the width of the whole unit itself. We have 6-meter width. So if you talk about strata landed standard, this is really very impressive. Why the width is very important? Because once you have the enough width, for instance, for this unit 6-meter width, you have enough space to put a round dining table instead of a rectangular dining table. Right, most of the show flat actually show you with a display of rectangular table because the space is limited. Round table occupy more space. One of the very common objection on strata landed project is actually the kitchen size. Right, but I think this impression is going to change from now onwards. Government has changed the new guideline to build strata landed project. As a result, the kitchen size has really improved a lot, and Parkwood collection kitchen is actually one of the most impressive kitchen that I have ever come across, right, for a strata landed project. Another very important features for a good strata landed project is the home lift, right? If your strata landed project come with a home lift, definitely that will help to enhance your house value in the future, and at the same time you are able to enjoy the conveniences that the home lift are giving to you or your family members. I'm at the top floor of the Strata landed project, and I just walked out from a bedroom, and over here you are also able to see you get a decent sized family hall. The lift travel all the way up to the attic, and you get a common toilet at the back there. Right, why do I bring out all this to you? Because most of the time, if you are aware, when you visit a new Strata landed project, every time when you go up to the rooftop, it's just an open roof terrace. Right, there's some reason why developers are actually not building up any bedroom or even a family hall on the top floor. Right, so if you happen to see some strata landed project whereby you get a proper build up top floor, right, meaning they maximize the build up area, I think it's a good sign for you. Why? Because strata landed project, once you remain the open terrace as an open terrace, right? As a buyer or as an owner, next time you are not able to build anything above it, right? So you are not allowed to turn the open roof terrace into a bedroom or a family hall, right? So you have some restriction over this as compared to a conventional landed property. Therefore, to have it already approved and built definitely will enhance your house value when you are ready to sell your unit away next time. How do you feel if you are able to stay inside a strata landed project whereby your master bedroom is as big as a new 1-bedroom condominium launch in the market right now? Can you imagine it? Personally, I felt that a good strata landed project should have toilet or bathroom in every of the bedrooms, and the bedroom size have to be decent, right? For example, we have the common bedroom size of about 19 square meter, and every bedroom come with the ensuite bathroom. These are all the good factors that contributed to a good strata landed project. We are now at the second floor of this strata landed project. Many has asked me, wow, is this the master bedroom? Right? So my answer to them is, this is not a master bedroom, it's just a junior master bedroom. So remember, Strata landed project, we are talking about lifestyle living. Right, so therefore, if your Strata landed house is giving this kind of luxury space, congratulations, because this is what the future buyer will be looking for. Similarly to the top floor of a Strata landed project, the basement is another area whereby sometimes you will not get a family hall or even a toilet or even a maid's room. Most of the time you will get the bomb shelter with a lift lobby if you are having a lift in your home. Right, so the reason for not constructing the big basement is similar to the open roof terrace. There are some reasons why developers are not going to do it for you. Right, therefore, if you are having a strata landed house and you have a fully built up area from basement, first story, second story, third story, all the way to the roof terrace, if you are having a fully built up area, I think that is to your advantage. As you know, strata landed project, if we don't have, we are not able to construct it at later stage. In the event that if you are not going to sell off your property next time, if you are looking to rent out your property, so things to look out for will be, is there any industrial park that have good tenant pool for you? For example, the full industrial estate is going through a transformation. Punggol Digital District is coming up. All these are areas whereby it's very close to Hougang Parkwood collection. These are all very good examples for you to find a good strata landed project whereby in case if you are renting out in the future, you don't have to worry about your tenant pool. I hope you enjoyed my video today. Just do some recap on what I have shared so far. Right, the number one thing that I shared today is actually what type of buyer will prefer to stay in a strata landed projects. After that, I move on to stress why the plot size of a project is so important in the context of strata landed projects. Right, so after that, we have discussed about the build-up size of a good strata landed housing projects and what are the factors or the impact on the new ruling that are implemented by the government few years ago. It also have impact on the strata landed housing projects. Right, then after that, we are looking at the amenity in the area. Right, remember, strata landed project are majority of them are children with a family with children, so amenity are so critical or important to them. Right, then we move on to the public transportation like MRT station. Right, and the future transformation in the area, they are able to help you to enhance your housing value in case if you are selling. Right, and last but not least, in the event that you are not selling, right, you might want to rent out your strata house. So rentability is also another important factor that contribute to a good strata landed project. So all the above that I've shared are based on my experience in marketing strata landed projects, and those are the factors that contributed to make a good strata landed projects. I hope you enjoy my video and you have some takeaway from this sharing. My name is Jeep Ng, and I'll see you very soon in my upcoming video again. Thank you. Bye.